Ndị be anyị ekene m unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi taata. Asị m unu daalụ rinne nụ nke onye chiri ya zelu. Asị m na ya dịrị anyị niile na mma, ka ala bụ ndị na-ekwu okwu maka ọdịnama ndị Igbo, maka nnwere onwe nke Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, and ka o esi dịrị ndị Igbo na mma. Anyị sị na Chukwu oke abịa ma gozie unu na Nkwọ, gozie unu n'Orie, gozikwa unu n'Afọ, gozie unu n'Eke. Ụzọ nke ahịa anọ nke ndị Igbo ji biri. Asị m na ya dịrị unu niile na mma, na unu ga-adị ka echi, na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Otu anyị kwuru otu akọ ya dịrịrị. Ise ise ise. Dịka ọ dị ugbu a, ya bụ je gbapụ na ya ọsọ tata ụbọchị abalị nke ịtọ n'ọnwa Ọktoba 2023. Anyị wetara unu morning tea. Geenụ unu n'ihe the Biafran Prime Minister kwuru n'elu akwụkwọ a. Unu ga-esi ya bụ ife ọ na-akabalụ, drọpụrụ anyị kọmentị unu gbasịta maka ife ichelụ n'ife a Prime Minister kwugasị n'elu akwụkwọ a. Anyị na-ekenekwa unu si wee na-esonyere anyị n'ife anyị na-eme dị iche iche n'elu akwụkwọ. Ngwanụ nke gbapụ na ya ọsọ. All right, over to you, sir.
805 persons casted their vote to validate one Nigeria, while about 8 million people rejected the Nigeria election. 8 million of people, of Biafra people from the southeast, rejected the Nigeria election. What does that tell you in referendum? It is complete knockdown against those who want to validate Nigeria. There are only 2 million in the southeast, while we are 8 million people who rejected. They were ready to go and validate Nigeria election, but we said no to them. We told them not to go to validate it. They have the reason why they did not go. And this cut across Nigeria, across the board. So we have 8 million that rejected this election and rejected Nigeria from the 25th day of February 2023. 8 million Biafrans from the Biafra part of the southeast rejected this election. Now, the total registered voters in the entire Biafra territory, which is comprising the southeast and the south, is 25,348,346 people. From this number of 25 million people in the entire Biafra territory that shows their interest to participate in Nigeria election, only 4,779,544 people registered their interest to maintain one Nigeria. And from this, 20 million people rejected Nigeria from the entire Biafra land. I want you to understand that if this is the referendum we are talking about, it is complete knockout. That out of 25 million people that registered to vote, 20 million rejected, that they don't want to validate Nigeria again. And this is going to be the reason why the next coming announcement that I'm going to make on this broadcast today, you will understand where we are going, because the countdown have ended today, and the next question is, what next? What next? The result of this election that I'm analyzing to you now have necessitated our next move for the liberation of Biafra. I want to make it very clear for those who are taking the record that 25,348,346 people registered from the entire Biafra land to participate in Nigeria election. And they rejected the election. They rejected it because they know that Nigeria can never work again. And only 4,779,544 people approved, and they decided to validate Nigeria. This is a failure. They failed because the numbers that rejected Nigeria is 20 million. Why only 4 million validated Nigeria? It is unacceptable. The 4 million people cannot decide the fate of 70 million people that we found in Biafra territory, home and abroad. Having said this, my fellow Biafrans, for the past 19 months, we have demonstrated through our civil disobedience our readiness to exit Nigeria this year. We have continued to enjoy the loyalty of the people of Biafra, home and abroad. We are happy for the sacrifice they have made and done so far for the past 19 months. especially during the last fraudulent election. And in each seat at home, they have obeyed and listened to the instruction given to them. We really thank them for understanding the fact that Nigeria must divide and Biafra must go. We ask them to remain very resolute because more sacrifices will be made for us to achieve our aims and goal. Since our countdown have ended today, we have entered the next stage of the liberation and the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, who is still being illegally detained by the Islamic State of Nigeria, which is exactly what it has become. From today, being the 5th day of March 2023, the Biafra Liberation Army will start engaging every presence of Nigeria state within Biafra territory. Going forward, from today, as we end the countdown to the liberation of Biafra, from today, I am mandating the advisory committee of Biafra to activate with full force all the Biafra government in exile functionalities. The Biafra Advisory Committee have from now till the 20th of March 2023 to set up Biafra liaison offices across the world, especially and specifically in the following countries. The Biafra Advisory Committee, upon activating with full force the full functionality of the Biafra government in exile, is to set up liaison office in Gabon between now and the 20th of March 2023. They are to set up liaison office in Mali between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up liaison office in Haiti between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up liaison office in Ivory Coast between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up a liaison office in Tanzania between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up a liaison office in Zambia between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up a liaison office, Biafra liaison office in Finland between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up a Biafra liaison office in France between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up a Biafra liaison office in Spain between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up a liaison office for Biafra in Portugal between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up Biafra liaison office in Norway between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up Biafra liaison office in Israel between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up Biafra liaison office in Zimbabwe between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up Biafra liaison office in South Africa between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up Biafra liaison office in Vatican City between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up Biafra liaison office in the United States of America between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up the Biafra liaison office in the United Kingdom between now and 20th of March 2023. They are to set up Biafra liaison office in Australia between now and 20th of March 2023. More of these countries will be announced as time goes on. And by the 20th of March on or before 20th of March 2023, Biafra liaison office will be fully functional in the countries that have been mentioned. And more directive will be given to those that will be piloting affairs in those liaison offices on the work they have to do. The autopilot in these countries mentioned must submit their details to the advisory committee for the further directive More countries will be announced, and directive or specific task will be given to each liaison depending on the country of residence. To continue to show our resoluteness to exit Nigeria this year and never to validate Nigeria nor elect anyone to represent us within Nigeria state, considering the fact and the outcome of the just concluded fraud called election, where Biafra people listened to us and they never went out to validate the fraudulent election. Over 20 million Biafrans rejected this election. They did not participate in it because they want Biafra. Because of this, and how those elections in the past was conducted, and those who were elected in the past and presently in their various offices, the way they have killed our people, the way they are being used by the Fulanis to kill and infiltrate us and conquer our land. And they also turn against those who elected them after they have been elected within a Nigeria state. They want to turn our land and our zone into a war zone. Today we see in Imo State has become the worst state in the southeast part of Biafra, where the fourth person was declared a winner, and he has been working against the interests of Biafra people. We do not want to validate any election that will bring in another governor to do the same in any part of Biafra land. For this reason, we hereby call for no Nigeria governorship and House of Assembly election in Biafra land. In the last election, it was only in Biafra land that was peaceful because majority were sitting at home. Just like the number to you, just like the number that I read to you, 20 million people sit at home. They decided not to participate. So what you saw in Biafra Street was just about 4 million people running and hiding here and there to validate Nigeria. It is more than a pass mark. For this reason, it was the reason why Biafra land recorded a very peaceful election where majority sit at home. This time around, we have received threat. We have received threat from one Nigerianist, especially those in Biafra land. We have received their threat, and I will add this threat for the record. Just for the record, I will add a threat coming from those that are supporting Nigeria in Biafra land. Then after that, we'll continue with my State of the Nation address.
Enugu State Ekelemunu Biko onye m chọrọ ikwu m chọrọ m na Gavaria, and let it be so. This election is on 11th. Anybody man know you can run INEC, every presiding officer, polling booth presiding officer, every presiding officer, I'm talking to you. Your SPO, your word SPO, you password, you upload. More correct. You do the polling booth. I think both to me make you upload. Now I do got you book. I do got you book. Mara now. Maradi make go upload. Resign Megarale. The actual game upload. I actually the network category. I actually offline uploading. You are going to upload your result from the polling booth. It article vote email upload. It come on the password range category. Mobile mag upload. Before cook any achina manal. As lady mag. Makane this governorship election and House of Assembly. Ayechi go get quick. Ya katanyin pa. Makane na woli governor na. Ne woli ki yastaz. Mind chor mehela pi. Ori le lumo. Puli boot munu bole ke energy le kusumego. Ige make go upload no ba hu sokeo. I call animal story because I want to die in a can is mother tata but I voters card. Collect that voters card. They are couldn't lie to my vote. Single person because you collected money. Not only just your table, change the whole figure. God in heaven is watching. Unborn generation is watching. Our ancestors are watching.
Right. This was a threat being issued by those in Biafra land. Some of them were among these 4 million that went out there to validate Nigeria in the last election. Today, they are issuing threat. They are threatening INEC officials who will come in their innocent way to conduct the fraudulent election in Biafra land. They are saying that if any INEC official come and the person claim not to have the password to upload the INEC, the voters' result from the polling unit to the server or whatever, that the person will be a dead person and they're going to kill the person. So we are just putting it to the world that when people are being killed in Biafra land, then everybody should know that it is coming from the one Nigerianist who will stop at nothing to make sure that they validate Nigeria when the majority of the Biafra people from the last result have rejected the Nigeria. For this reason, in order to safeguard our people from being killed by the Nigeria agent, we hereby declare the 9th of March 2023 sit at home and ghost town. We also declare the 10th March 2023 as lockdown in entire Biafra land and ghost town, in demonstration to continue to reject the Nigeria and not to validate Nigeria, because in the coming days and weeks, we are entering a very different phase of the liberation. From the announcement I've just made so far, it will give you a direction to where we're going. On the 11th day of March, Biafra land will be under lock and key to reject validating Nigeria and to reject electing.
Ndị be anyị daalụ nne n'okwu si wede sere n'ụbọchị nke taa bụ ọnwa nke abalị ọnwa nke itenaanị ya 10 months of 2023 bụ ọnwa nke Ọktoba. Daalụ nne n'okwu si na-esere anyị. Dịka unu si gee ya bụ ife the Biafran Prime Minister kwugasị n'iru akwụkwọ a, ọ dị oke mkpa ka ife unu nwere ike ikwu gbasata maka ya bụ ife nụrụ. Drop ya on the comment below. Ajikwela na asụ n'ife a bụkwa Eastern News 24 ka anyị si wee na-ewetara unu ozi a na ozi a na-ewetara unu bụ ihe ọbụla gbasata maka ihe na-eme n'ala Igbo and okwu ọbụla a na-ekwu gbasata maka ife na-eme n'ala Igbo and the old Eastern region. Ya bụ ife anyị na-ewetara unu ya n'ilu akwụkwọ a. Dịka unu ya bụ ife gịnị ka unu nwere ike ikwu gbasata maka ihe Biafran Prime Minister kwugasị n'ilu akwụkwọ. Kabarụ ka ịdrọpụla ya on the comment below. Daalụ niile na ụmụ Chineke kwensi wee na-esonyere anyị. Anyị sị na Chukwu oke abịa ya gozie niile n'ofu n'ofu n'ebe ọ bụla unu si dị iche iche na-agba mbọ ka o esi wee dịrị ndị Igbo na mma, ka o esi wee dịrị ana Biafra na mma. Anyị sị na Chukwu okike abịa mapụrụ m ihe niile ga-agọzie niile n'ofu n'ofu. N'ụnụ ya dị ka echi na echi ama gwụ agwụ. Nọ ya balụn na-eke balụn n'afọ balụkwuzie unu na nkwọ. Daalụ nne na ụmụ Chukwu. Ngwanụ chebikwa na anyị na second update anyị enye unu n'ụbọchị nke taa. Unu echefukwana na tata bụ ụbọchị 3 nke ọnwa Ọktoba 2022. Ngwanụ daalụ from Eastern News 24 ka emesịa.